Welcome back to the channel. Veterans Day is right around the corner, and that's a day we take to honor our veterans that served in any of the branches. And what better way to show our appreciation to the veterans than to talk to one ourselves? So please welcome my dear friend, our guest for the channel today, Lester Eccles, aka Shadowclone7242. Yay! Everyone, welcome Lester. Welcome Lester. Yay!
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? That's me. My name's Lester, Shadow Clone 7242. How
But
you doing,
yeah,
buddy?
doing all right, man. So today we are, getting to know you. I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions, like, for starts, what made you decide you wanted to eat crayons?
Both my parents were crayon eaters, so I just figured it was the best thing for me to do instead of getting a real college education and making myself a member of society who could really contribute. I decided that I wanted to give my life for the service of my fellow man, just like my parents did against their better wishes.
Now, was that like your first choice out of high school?
No, I actually had a scholarship opportunity to play lacrosse for FSU, but I turned it down because I didn't really have a car, I didn't have money, and the most logical choice was to spite my parents and go to the Marine Corps.
So like you keep saying your parents spited the idea of going to the Marine Corps. So like what was it exactly that happened during their service that they didn't want upon you, or whatever it may have been?
Well, it's just like older, you know, people of color in service have always dealt with, like racism, fucking sexism. Women in the Marine Corps have, a higher chance of getting raped, unfortunately. That's not getting dealt with still to this day. A huge problem. Uh, you know, rate for veterans is super high, still a huge problem. And they just wanted better for me. They knew I was smarter than what the Marine Corps had. They said at least go to the Air Force, like the jokes always say, but it's true. Like smarter people go to the Air Force for a reason, and their services are rewarded more afterwards. Something that I wish I kind of would have listened to after the fact. Not that I'm diminishing my service or anything. I'm very much a proud Marine still, um, but my opportunities were cut short because of my own ignorance, and I
Right.
was just being foolish. I was 18. You know what I'm saying? 17 at the time, but
Right.
18.
Which, like, I've always thought is kind of rough for, like, anyone out of high school, like 17, 18, whatever. The enlistment age is 18,
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of young to really be in such a position. Like, do you think, like, they could be doing better coaching for the younger guys in it of how to make sure they make good financial choices?
I do agree. We get, like everybody says, minimal training in high school for like the real life taxes. Like everybody gets an
Yeah.
economics class of some sort,
School
but
itself could do a better
it's
job.
right. So it's like a pipeline, like everybody says, like the school to prison pipeline. It's a pipeline for prison. It's a pipeline for the military. It's a pipeline for corporations. It's all a path. You know what I'm saying? And you only have so many narrow choices that you, as a normal, middle class, lower middle class, or peasant, civilian, can choose from in life. So everybody chooses one. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. So, you signed up, you went to basic, all that. When was the point where you truly started feeling like a soldier, like a warrior ready for combat? What was that like?
Just like everybody else, I think, I felt ready as soon as I got my EGA after the Crucible in boot camp. You know
What's
what I mean?
a what's an EGA for those who don't know?
The Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, it's our insignia in the Marine Corps. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's seen it. You've seen the Marine Corps flag. You've seen, the Eagle, the crouching over the globe with the anchor. It means something. I don't remember what it means, but you know what I'm saying? Um, but it was important to me back then. And I felt ready to take on the world at that moment. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else, that's the indoctrination.
It's like getting like your little
That's what we're waiting for.
Your Superman emblem on the chest, feeling bulletproof at that point.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Literally, you could ship me over to wherever you wanted to. I was ready in that moment.
Now, do you think like you changed much in that process? Like, do you think how you viewed yourself and how you viewed the world changed during that training portion?
I think it took a long time for. me to like understand. I think I was still drinking the Kool-Aid for many, many years until I got out almost.
Okay.
So I was very much like gung ho, like hoorah, excuse me, about you know wanting to serve my country, wanting to fight the bad guys without really knowing who the bad guys were or like what the background of the whole geopolitical situation was at the time. Like I wasn't concerned about that. Just a bulldog on a leash, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You make it sound really cool, like legitimately. So
I mean, it
like,
was cool to an extent, you know what I mean? It
right,
it was cool. I felt cool doing it, like riding in helicopters, like shooting arty, calling in airstrikes, like that stuff is cool, legitimately cool. But the effect of it and the cost of it all, it's a lot less cool.
right.
It's just funny to talk about in chat rooms.
Yeah, yeah, and like my dad was a veteran. Yeah, my friend, a couple friends of mine are veterans and stuff like that. Obviously, you're my friend. You're a veteran. Like I've definitely like have clicked a bit more with some of those people. Probably because like my own
Mm.
dad treating our house like his own little military base.
Yes,
All the time you
very
say
typical.
like you say something and it always makes me laugh. Like you say, not my Marine Corps.
Yeah, not in my Marine Corps because it wouldn't fly.
Right, right. What's a couple things that you did that didn't fly in your Marine Corps?
Couple things that I did that didn't fly in my Marine Corps. Well, in boot camp, I think I broke out once and jumped into a dumpster to save all of the Cliff Bars that my senior drill instructor had thrown away. And the backstory behind that was we were acting bad, acting up, you know what I'm saying?
Being 18 year
And
olds.
he basically we weren't doing anything wrong, you know what I'm saying? He just needed an excuse to yell at us and basically to get rid of an excess amount of like food that her parents had sent us. So the solution was to be like, you're all pieces of shit. You think you deserve these Cliff Bars, these snacks that your parents sent you? Fuck all that. Threw them all, made a big show of throwing them out, and which dumpster he threw them in, and I wasn't gonna let it slide. To be honest. So I got with a bunch of people that I'd made friends with in boot camp, and we all staged like to have duty, basically like night rotation, so that we could sneak out and get our Cliff Bars. And I woke up everybody in our platoon and made them eat at least one, just so everybody was implicated. That shit would not fly in my Marine Corps.
Let's talk about not Lester the soldier, but Lester the person. Let's talk about you. All right, you're one of the most passionate guys I know. Like when you set your mind and heart to something, you fucking do it. And this is from something that like I wasn't really around for. I only hear stories about. But tell us about how you got into the top 500 in Rocket League. Like how that whole
Um,
thing started.
oh man, I got into Rocket League maybe a year after it came out. I heard about it from my good friend Nick at the time. We just started playing together as twos, as a duo,
Was this during
and
COVID?
eventually
Just
it was
okay.
during COVID. Yeah, jogging my memory a little bit. Yeah, we just started playing duos. We had all the time in the world, obviously, because it was fucking COVID. We couldn't go anywhere, and slowly made the grind to top 500. It was really nice. We couldn't get any like endorsement deals or anything, but we were recognized by some like pretty cool people saying that they were pretty good in chat, which is always like kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing super crazy. Nobody's making
Hell
videos
yeah.
about me or anything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like create the Musty flick, but I played against Musty type shit.
Right.
So
Right. I mean, those guys making the content, they're fighting somebody out there. They're playing against somebody out there, and I
exactly,
guess you
literally,
were their fucking lobby.
I'm the stepping stone to their
Right.
top one like percent. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that was a good time.
That like passionate drive you have to like when you want to do something, you do it. Like we beat fucking Elden Ring, dude. Without you, I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have been that game. But like something about like how we wanted to attack it after Jules's wedding, we were talking about at the wedding,
Yeah.
and like as soon as we all got back and cozy, we hammered through Elden Ring, like
Yeah, we
in
did.
record time for what I believed I would accomplished it myself. So
I
like
agree. I couldn't have done it without y'all too.
with that drive that you bring, do you think that's something you had before the Marines or after the Marines, something you gained during the Marines, or only got like heightened after your stint in the Marines? Like, what do you think?
I definitely think I was raised with it. My parents were Marines. They've got drive. It takes incredible drive to even become a Marine to make it through boot camp. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe that to this day. And it takes a lot more to stay, and do 1, 2 terms like they did. So I think I was raised with it mostly, and sharpened again through life experience and through the Marine Corps for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it takes a lot to put yourself through anything, let alone learning how to use a gun and be willing to get shot at. So, your drive hasn't faltered through all the hardships in your life, which you've had a couple. I know you've lost friends. I know you've like had to, you went over to war, lost friends there. You've lost friends here on American soil. You've been through the ringer quite a bit. I've seen you have to bounce around with your housing situation and being refused your benefits as someone who served during all that while maintaining a positive attitude and keep on going to work. Can you like touch up on what it was like after getting out of the Marines and when you realized you needed to get some benefits because you were suffering from PTSD, correct?
Yeah,
And your back issues also.
that is correct. Yeah, when I got out of the Marine Corps, it was really, really rough. My best friend had just, so I was dealing with that, coming home to my dad's house where I didn't feel fully welcome. Um, and then on top of that, fighting with the VA to like just get like my basic needs met, and then having the motivation to also go at the same time because it's not like right up the road. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like the local hospital. It's a 40-minute drive sometimes. Like Orlando traffic has not gotten any better in all these years. So it was really, really rough for the first couple of years. And then eventually I just started like hammering at it. Like I got with my now wife, and she was like, "Dude, you like really deserve these things. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't have it. If you need help, like I'll help you." And I think that's really what I needed. Usually, I do things on my own. You know what I'm saying? I've been self-driven for a long time, but having a helping hand really is what got me to the position that I'm in now, 100% permanent in total, and I'm really thankful for that. So it's been a long road. The VA isn't easy to navigate, and they've done a lot of improvement over the years, and I'm very thankful for that, for the hard work that people do, because I have a great doctor, and my nursing staff is fantastic, and I really appreciate them. So I never want to take that away from them. Uh, but funding gets cut. The current president like openly says he doesn't care for the VA. Like we need to basically pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, get off our ass, and like wants to take our funding away, wants to make it harder for people like me to get 100% disability. So it like really hurts when I hear veterans say that they're like Republican and stuff, but that then haven't like done any type of research into like policies, because those policies directly affect us, and they're still drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? And that's really rough too as a veteran, watching your other fellow veterans not understand that our oath, I guess, is being threatened like right in front of our eyes, and then being powerless against us. So that's another big aspect of this whole thing. Like if we had more power, more benefits, more veterans would be able to fight the tyranny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all of it just goes hand in hand in hand. And they luckily, like I said, I've gotten my 100% exactly what I've deserved. But other veterans that I know aren't going to get that for
Right.
this reason, that reason, or the third. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And now,
Keeping us all down.
and please correct me if I'm wrong, but now we're living in a day and age where technically it's easier to get your benefits than it was like 20, 30 years ago.
Absolutely.
From my own personal experience, like my dad served his stint over in Bosnia, and like he did some stuff. He definitely brought that stuff home with him. And, boy, did he pass it on. But he eventually got very ill and like was eventually looking for his talking about it.
Benefits, disability.
Benefits. Yeah, yeah, his VA benefits. He's looking for this what he definitely was owed. And
Right.
I don't think my dad ever saw a dime. Like he applied for years. My dad died still
Yeah,
waiting for the VA check. Like
that's crazy.
luckily we got pretty fortunate and got someone from the local military base during my dad's passing to come through, and he gave a pin and an honorary something. It was a certificate basically acknowledging my dad's service, which I thought was very nice. But a badge and
Ultimately,
a badge
yeah,
and a certificate as opposed to years of financial compensation that might have helped his health improve.
right. And you were getting robbed too, because
Right.
as his direct
Yeah.
descendant, you would have gotten his like schooling benefits, his
Right. I
GI.
found
Like
out
there's a
about
lot of
that
things
at
that
his
you're
at his funeral the things I was missing out on. I was like, yeah, I would have loved to turn my life around and go to college right now, during
Right.
this very dark time in my life. But you know, I try not to make it too much about myself because it's hard for me to talk about. But my dad did deserve better. He wasn't the best guy. You know, the war definitely changed him, but he deserved better than what he got from the VA.
Yeah, and if the VA would have helped him, he could have helped you. He probably would have been like a better father. I can't say
Right?
so,
Who
but like he at
knows?
least would have had the, had the counseling or like the PTSD counselor to fucking help. Anything, anything,
anything,
anything,
anything. You know,
anything.
made the bills easier, just to make him a happier dude. Yeah, anything would have been a better than nothing. And it's far too
Right.
common for us to be driving on like the freeway or the highway or even downtown here in Wisconsin, and you'll see a sign of like a veteran out on the street and stuff like that. Like from
Yep.
your own perspective, how do you think that like actually ends up happening? Because I will always end up wondering how that happens.
It's exactly as you're like basically how it could have happened to me. Literally, if I did not have any type of safety net, I would have been a homeless veteran. Like I got out of the Marine Corps with no money, right? Because like I'm supposed to save money and then move to where? Do what? It's presumed that I'm supposed to go with family and then get a job, stay with family for however long, and then build my life up from that. But you don't make enough money in the Marine Corps to do shit except for eat and buy your uniforms and fucking gas. You know what I'm saying? I could have been homeless.
Yep. How you could have been homeless. Which, like, again, from my own personal experience, like, I'm trying to get out of the food industry right now, and like,
Mhm.
I'm having a hard time trying to find where my skills are applicable in other fields. So I can only imagine
Right.
how hard it would have been coming out of the military with the same train of thought.
Yeah. Not only that, but I was a 7242 in the Marine Corps, which is in my username. Ha ha ha. I know. Pretty cool. I know. No, I was a 7242 in the Marine Corps, which means that I was an aviation air support operator. I was a DASC operator, a direct air support center operator, which basically means that I was the 911 operator. Like, if you are on the front lines and I'm right behind you, like, say, like 3, 4 miles back, and you need bombs, bullets, band aids, you're calling me directly. I'm the middleman, making sure that aircraft and missiles make it to their target exactly where they're supposed to
Kept
go.
the hustle going no matter
Um,
what.
exactly, and pushing the battle space forward every single day. So there's no job for me in the civilian market for that kind of skill set.
Yeah. I mean, like me just sitting here thinking about it, the closest thing I can imagine is like someone who's like coordinating taxi cabs or something like that. But like, what the fuck does that
Yeah,
pay? Like,
people say air traffic controller, but because I don't use radar in my
right.
job's not applicable to air traffic
You
controllers
got
at all.
hyper
I would have to go
specific
back to school for
focus.
it.
Like it almost hurt you
Yeah,
more if they would have just more broad focus your training and then told you what you're going to be doing. It would have been you would at least had that background.
exactly. So guess what's funny about that? I went back to Camp Pendleton a few like years ago just to say what's up, face my trauma because they hurt me real bad and brightened my heart with everything that went down. And I met up with the newest CO, nice guy, really cool. And I talked to him, and my whole entire MOS got merged into one. So everybody who made up my MOS and like the supporting units around it are now just one 7240 unit. So now they are getting the training to be, applicable in the civilian market, which is nice. I'm glad, my future Marines can something that I had to fight since 2016 to get.
Yeah, they really don't make it easy on you guys out there. But like, here we are living in present times and my boy just got
Mhm.
100% benefits not too long ago. I'm pretty sure like less than a month ago.
Yes, sir.
This man immediately decided to better his life and change his direction. And he wanted to go after one of his goals from a very young age and decided he wants to teach and not just teach, he wants to teach science, which I would have been your least favorite student because I just didn't fuck with science. Not that like I'm a huge Christian or anything. I just am dumb. So
Yeah,
what
you're funny, buddy.
what what made you want to teach and then what made it science specific?
Honestly, as corny as it sounds, I want to be a chemistry teacher because of Bill Nye the Science Guy. His videos truly, truly, truly influenced me. And I want to be just like him. I want to make science as fun, dynamic, learned as possible for the younger generation. 'Cause they deserve it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Science is everything. Science would have pushed us, past and beyond the stars if it wasn't for some external factors.
Yeah, I mean, Bill Nye was my favorite time during science class. I saw them wheel out the cart on the TV, which is a crazy sentence now because I'm pretty sure they just press a button and it goes to a projector, like that's mounted
Yeah.
on the ceiling nowadays. But yeah, they used to wheel out that cart on the TV, and your boy, ooh, they turn out the lights, you get a little cozy.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be a good day.
You know, I might actually fucking learn something.
Yes, that's exactly how it felt, bro. That's exactly how I want to be as a teacher.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, did you see his, it was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, he had like a little clip addressing all his old
Yeah.
fans. And like,
Yep.
he was just like, hey, you loved me as a kid, but guess what? The world's fucking burning. Like,
Yep.
hit us with some
Yep.
hard truths.
Yeah. It was some hard truths though, and I think we need more of that
I think,
in
I think,
today's society.
I think if, and nowadays maybe kids are getting it more because fuck knows what they're getting educated on. But I think science is definitely the way to teach kids that the world isn't in good shape, and it's like up to us and like what we can actually do. Because
Yep.
like that's the thing about us as human beings is that we won't do anything if we don't know how to fix a situation.
I
So
agree.
if we start educating these kids at a younger age, which I'm hoping you already fucking know. You start educating these kids at a younger age about how they can help the planet. They're probably going to help the
Yes.
planet.
Yes. A little bit of empathy, sympathy, and basic knowledge goes a long way.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
But damn, man, as like someone who's your friend, it's so hard to imagine you as a teacher because I know what you're like when you're angry, dog. I know what you're like when you're angry, and it's just it's hard to imagine you not just reeling into some children, dog.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to take a specific course on I might just take like an anger management course just for funsies, you know what I'm saying?
For funsies, yeah.
Not that I need it, but it's more like I don't want to like go off on them and like just roast the shit out of them like into oblivion. That's like my worst fear.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, my worst fear for you is like you get the dream school job and like week one you're kicked the fuck out because you cannot hold your tongue.
I could not tell a child to go fuck himself.
He was
but
like
he's
rage
stupid.
baiting you just
Yeah.
perfectly, He's like the earth is flat,
And I'm
motherfucker.
so easy too. Oh my god, please
The
don't.
earth
Yeah,
is
no,
flat
I
and your
should probably.
pop's chili ain't it. Like
Damn. Don't talk about my pops chili.
that is something I actually did want to bring up. So Lester infamously is like addicted to his father's chili. His father, from what I know, was a renowned chef himself. But like
Yes.
Lester's dad's making chili, he doesn't care what's going on. He sets up a time for a pickup and he's going
Yep.
to be there. He doesn't. We're around 27 in zombies. Lester said he'd be there at 6:30 for his chili. He's going to be there at
will
6:30 for his chili.
Yeah.
So please tell us a little bit more about like why this chili's so good. Like
This chili just genuinely is the best fucking chili on this earth. It's made perfectly for me specifically. Got the perfect bean ratio. The chunks of what's it called? Tomato, perfectly square, right? Ground beef, perfectly ground and spread, perfect ratio. And the packets, brother, that he uses, 1.5, no more, no less, perfectly diced onions. I need nothing more. Club crackers, square, perfectly salted. Sour cream, cheese. We're done. I have a perfect night in front of me. Will my tummy be fucked up? Will it be very gassy? Yes. Whose problem is that? Future me. Present me does not care.
right.
Future me doesn't care either. As a matter of fact, after this, I can get one more bowl of chili. I think I'm gonna have that. It'll be my last one. And my dad's going back up to South Carolina.
Damn.
That's where he bought his house.
So like any special seasoning or like again, I'm a chef in my own right. Like you just listed ingredients. dog.
It's just the seasoning packet, baby. It's just the seasoning
what's the
packet.
seasoning
It's
packet?
very-
Are we keeping it on the low?
If I could remember, I might tell you.
Okay, well, we'll just say we're
So,
gatekeeping it.
I know when I see it. Does that make sense? Like when I go to the store
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
like, that's what I need to make my chili.
for
So,
sure.
you know,
I mean, most of cooking is just remembering what you're seeing. So
yes. And just kidney beans, no black beans, nothing else, just kidney
yeah,
beans. A lot
yeah.
of people like to add like 9, 10 beans. I'm good off that.
I
One
can
bean
relate.
kind of guy.
Are you a corn in your chili
So,
kind of guy or no?
I can do a corn. I can do a corn. It's not in my dad's chili personally, but I won't say no to it.
So your dad just does ground beef. He doesn't do like chunks of steak or anything.
Nope.
I'll be honest, I do it the same way. I do it the same way. So like,
Very minimal. It's very minimalist, right? But it's
yep,
perfect. It's perfect. It's crafted, curated over time. I, I, I can't be mad. I can't be
yeah.
mad about that. So,
Well, it sounds like a W for the chili for sure. Lester
sir,
just recently got married.
that's right.
Oh, that's Mr. Lester to most
Let
of you
him know.
guys. Mr. Shadow Clone to most of you guys out there.
That's right, Mr. Eccles,
Yeah,
soon to be professor.
soon to be Profess Eccles. Exactly. It has a nice ring to it, you know.
Does pretty smooth.
So, tell us about like this, like, tell us about your marriage journey. Tell us about like, how you and Heather have been together forever. You guys are adorable together. It's like
That's
I'll be
like
honest, as your boy, don't understand how anyone can stand you that much. They want to put a ring
I get
on
it.
it. So,
I get it.
tell us about Heather. Where'd you guys meet? How's your courtship, and when did you know you wanted to marry this motherfucker?
Well, we've known each other since high school, so we've known each other since then.
That's crazy.
But we didn't get together. Yeah, but we didn't get together until wait, like 5 years ago. And it was like on some I'm single on Facebook, hit me up type shit. So I did.
She's
Very
wait,
simple.
did she had a post like that or something?
Yeah, she's like, I just broke up with my girlfriend and I'm sad. Somebody come hang out with me. I was like, I'm right here. What are you talking about? Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm somebody.
I am somebody. Um, so we started hanging out, and then it was barbecue chili after that, baby. It was easy. I knew right then and there that I was gonna be with her for a long time, or at least ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, it's just a matter of marriage is expensive. Rings are expensive.
yeah,
Everything's really expensive. So it was always in like the works, but it was always just like we're gonna get married eventually, whenever it comes around. Whenever we have like the money, the time, the insurance. 'Cause my wife has a very specific heart condition, so it's not just easy to get married. After I got my 100% disability, father lost his job. I got laid off 2 years before retirement.
that's
Very
what I'm
corny.
talking about, guys. When it fucking rains, it pours on this man, and he stays
Yeah.
standing. Like what?
But it was a perfect storm. Like I said, I got my 100% permanent and total like 2 months after he lost his job. Um, so everything kind of worked out. That just means basically that she gets health insurance and I make a lot of money being married, which is really nice. And I don't know, that money is really life changing. Because it's a significant amount of money. It's quit your part-time job, quit your full-time job. It doesn't pay like a livable wage type of money. Because now I get paid a livable wage just to exist again. The retribution that I was always owed.
Right.
So that's nice. It's truly life changing. It allowed me to, like I said, quit my mediocre job, go to school full time, and not have to like break my back doing both. And that's something that a lot of people can't afford to do. I mean, like obviously that's like the dream. That's why people join the Marine Corps so they can eventually go to school, pay for it. This, that, and the third. When you're out, it's like, damn, like I probably could have just started off at school. What about the debt? You're still in debt. The
Right.
debt is either monetary or your physical health. Like,
No, 100%. That's something like I've had to learn getting older myself is that like there is such thing as proper debt, like debt that's worth having type of thing.
yes. So, and I think school loans are like number one. I don't think schools should be charging any amount of money. You can thank Ronald Reagan for that one.
Yep.
Uh,
Should be
so that's that.
free college and free
Should be
healthcare, but we
free.
won't get into that one right now.
Oh, no need. That's why people join the Marine Corps and the branches of
Right.
service for socialism. Anyway,
Anyway.
so yeah, I'm finally fortunate enough to be able to marry my wife, and so we made it so expeditiously. It's basically as soon as I got it, we were like, "Hey, you want to just get married?" Like,
No, for
there's
sure.
nothing stopping us now.
Like that's probably
So we did.
like one of the most relatable things about it is that like for me, if something monumental happened that would definitely change my
Mhm.
life, that's like the perfect opportunity to just like, hey, you've been with me before it got this good. Ready to see how good it can get
Literally
type of shit.
picked me up out of the dirt. I had
Right.
nothing. I was broken. She fixed
Like
me.
I'm
I'm gonna
I'm
pay that back in
so
10.
blessed to have Kat in my life because like
Yes.
I really don't know where the fuck I'd be without them, like type of thing. And it's so funny because when I went met them, I wasn't the type of guy to ever admit something like that. But like the
Hmm.
person I've become thanks to them, more than happy. I need that motherfucker.
Yeah. That's real shit.
Yeah.
That's real shit. So
Well, like, dude, like
that's
from an observer of your life, like it really, like, dude, it's just like this, like not fairy tale ending, but like it feels like you're hitting the long stretch. Like you're finally on the like
yeah.
a clearer path. Nothing, not as many obstacles in your way. And like
That's exactly how it feels.
it only feels like it's up from here for you. So like what do you think's what's the next major move in your book? What's your next play?
Honestly, now that I'm not working
Oh, not
for
to
a
like
netted job,
belittle. He's in college right now, like right now,
yeah,
while also like
the next
maintaining his
step is
life.
to finish college.
Right.
The next step is just get my AA and then get my bachelor's and then maybe get my master's or some type of PhD and then go teach, college or high school, preferably high school. But I might do both just to have the experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what my current biology teacher does. She teaches high school and then she comes in the evening and then teaches college. And I think that's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So like I gotta ask, like when you become a teacher, are you gonna get like a real distinguished look about you? What do you think? And you get like what's your teacher fit kind of style, if there's like any reference or inspiration out there for how to dress?
Quite honestly, I think I'm gonna keep it casual and kind of silly. I like how I don't have my hair braided right now. I just took it out, but I got two poofs. I think I'm gonna do that. Lab coat is a must.
Crispy.
But with a nice like a tie dress shirt underneath, it's gonna be clean. I'm a pretty skinny guy, like 150 pounds, soaking wet. Um, so I can really make something work with that look alone. But I'm gonna probably keep my hair braided most like as much as possible. When it's not, it's gonna be in like these poofs or like a back bun. But I'll probably never wear my hair like out because it looks funny. So and it's like a lot of hair. Like it's like this much hair, and as you can see, I've got like the
Yeah.
side
Every time you
shaved,
take your
so it
braids
only
out,
sticks up to here.
you have a deceptively lot amount of hair every time you take your braids out.
It's crazy, right? So, you know, this is the look. Probably keep the facial hair the same.
Okay, so we're
That's
talking
it.
about teachers, we're talking about styles and stuff. Okay, so a little fun question. Which sensei slash teacher in an anime would you say is the top tier sensei slash teacher?
Ooh, gotta say Kakashi Sensei and Pervy Sage,
Yeah, yeah,
obviously.
my top two right
Um,
there as well.
but if we're talking about the best sensei, it's probably Guy Sensei. I'm not gonna lie to you. Satoru Gojo is probably up there too, just for those
Yeah.
fans, like, so they can shut the fuck up.
No, I'd
Um,
even take it a step further with Guy Sensei and say, because he's Might Guy, his father was Night Guy, right? I'd say Night Guy might have been the best teacher because Might Guy pulled off some insane feats,
yes, I completely agree. That he then taught to his, prodigy,
right?
Rock Lee. So yeah, probably those are probably low key the best three or 2 to 3 to
And what
4
was it? The,
senseis.
the third Hokage was Sensei to the three pillars. I forgot what the
You
legendary
have 3
Sannin.
legendary signing.
Yep.
Yep. So
So
goaded
see,
Minato.
and that's the thing. And that's the thing about teachers. And again with veterans, we're back on topic. Is the recognition thing really slips by? Like the students almost become
Yeah.
more of the figure of like representation of success, while we very much underline the teachings and the teachers. Like we
Yeah,
thought
I agree.
Kakashi immediately, and we also thought Previous Sage. But who taught the teachers? Who taught
Right.
those
Who taught
motherfuckers?
them?
It's
type shit.
like Minato is one of the greatest fucking ninjas ever, and he taught Kakashi,
Yep.
who's up there,
Yellow
dog.
Flash the Leaf. Yeah. And who taught Minato?
I don't think they get that deep.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I think they actually do mention it. Somebody in the comments, let us know.
Let us know. Let us know. Is there anything else you want to say about your military service, or any shout outs you want to give to any of the veterans out there who may be watching? Maybe even any advice for anyone looking to going into a military branch and why it should be Marines.
Okay. First and foremost, shout out to my wife. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby. I love her.
They're fighting!
They're fighting. Shout out to all my friends, especially you, my boy Sid. Thank you for having me on the channel today.
Just brown men loving brown men, you dog. You know what it's about.
That's all that matters. Word up. Who else? Shout out Obama, the GOAT. Advice for anybody joining the military: don't. Why would you do that? If you can go to college, at least get your AA. Why the fuck would you not do that? Listen to every single veteran that's ever told you anything. Don't go. Don't go. Join the Air Force. Join the Coast Guard. That's it.
And that's the thing
What
too.
we talk about?
If you don't know my boy and you heard how he talks about military service, like impartial to himself, you would swear this guy was an anarchist and fully would never join the military. You wouldn't think this was a veteran.
I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. But if you want to catch bodies, if you want to hold a sword, if you want all the bitches across the land and drop panties and own a Mustang at fucking 18 APR, join the Marine Corps. It'll get you there.
And use promo link Shadow Clone in the description.
Yeah. And tell the recruiter I sent you, bitch. No, I'm serious though. But go to college if you have the chance. But if you can't go to college and you need a good escape, join the Marine Corps, join the Army. There should be nothing stopping you from that. It's honorable service no matter what. You will get benefits out of it. And study for the ASVAB. If you fail the ASVAB, you need to study. And if you studied the ASVAB and you still failed, go to college. I'm so serious. You're too dumb for the Marine Corps. What are you doing? That's all I got to say about it.
Nice. That's that was great.
Smoke break?
Smoke break for sure. Oh my god.
This is so much fun. Thank you again for having me.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, like I really wanted to start like doing interviews in general because again, I really like the idea of giving people a spotlight to shine and to really show other people how like similar we all are, like really humanize people and bring that connection in and stuff, man. Because it's easy to want to interview Drake or want to interview fucking like Kai Cenat or whoever the fuck, but like you could interview anyone. People are interesting as fuck. Even people you don't like, you could have many questions out there for them that like may not get you to like them, but you understand them a bit more and are almost more intrigued by who they are as a person. Right.
It's also a valuable part of community and connection on a humanistic level. Excuse me. It's so important to just sit down and talk with people and ask them questions about their life and see what they've been through so you can have that perspective. People go through shit, you know what I mean? And it's important that they are seen and heard so that they continue to go through life and have the energy to give it to the next person, give that energy to the next person, give that love and that be able to continue on with the day, I guess.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people don't get a lot of compliments anymore. I feel like people are really closed off and it's harder to make friends, which definitely increases the depression rate of like society. We've gone from community to individualistic mindsets, which really just hurts. I'm in college right now and I'm finding it really hard to make friends.
Right.
Like I'm cordial with everybody and I say what's up, but I don't feel a genuine connection with anybody. Like I found out today that they got group chats and they go hang out after class and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna
weirdos
just go home. Yeah.
I went to a Halloween party this past weekend, and to be frank, like I thought it was gonna be a lot more fun for myself because I was a huge party animal. I used to be the life of the party where I used to go. But I got there and it was just like, I don't know, it did remind me of a high school party, so it did give me that warm, tender feeling. but it just more so clarified that like that's not where I flourish the most anymore. That's not where like I'm gonna have the best time and stuff. And just it's
Yeah.
crazy because there was so many people there, but like I only felt like connections to the people I already had connections with, and even talking to
Right.
some strangers here and there. Just I don't know if it's me, if it's
Surface
them,
level.
if it's the issue of just both of us, but it was they felt very shallow. Some of my
Yeah.
conversations felt very, I don't know, not intriguing, I guess.
Surface level.
Yeah. I did want to do like some fun bits with you. Like some
Yes.
like so
So
we're coming to the end of this episode and it's been a really fun one. We've learned a lot about Lester. I want to end it on a super high fun note. So we're gonna ask Lester a couple questions, get a couple answers for some of them on some silly shit, all right?
let's go.
So would you rather have unlimited gift cards to your favorite restaurants or your favorite clothing store?
It's got to be food. That would make my wife the happiest.
What would be the restaurant then? Hi Heather.
Is hi.
They're fighting.
We're fighting. Probably Kobe's, because that's her favorite.
What's Kobe's?
And that just be Kobe's Steakhouse. It's like a Japanese hibachi restaurant.
Oh, Kobe. I thought you said Colby's,
Yeah, Kobe.
like the
No,
cheese.
Kobe's. Kobe's.
What would have been the clothing store? Oh my, flash them. Oh my god. They both so handsome, so pretty. Oh my god. She can't hear me, I forgot, but
Yeah. Okay.
she gets the vibes.
Yeah. Shidudo.
Okay. Would you rather not know what you're doing tomorrow for the next 10 years or know exactly what you're doing every day for the next 10 years?
Know exactly what I'm doing every day for the next 10 years.
You know,
Yeah.
I think would have used to answer the other way, but I think I'd rather know what the fuck's about to happen.
Yeah, I need to know.
Would you rather be covered neck to toe in tattoos or have one big face tattoo? This is an easy one too.
Neck to toe, to be honest.
fuck?
Face tattoos are not
Who
for
would
me.
only want this tattoo?
Yeah. Is
bunch
that
of
just blackface?
bunch
Like, I
of
don't-
shitty, yeah, blackface or just shitty tribal
Yeah.
all over you.
Right.
Would you rather hop everywhere or skip everywhere? Skip.
Get there way faster.
The fuck?
Yeah, get there way faster.
Skipping is
You
been
rather
proven.
hop?
Skipping's been proven to be the most efficient way of traveling from point A to point B as a human being.
Bitch. See, I didn't even know that. I just knew it was going to be faster no matter what.
Not to mention the whimsy. Can you imagine if everywhere
The
you looked,
whimsy.
people were skipping?
Hell yeah.
That's how you know. That's how you know we're living in a fucking hive mind ass simulation. It's because you don't see enough people skipping everywhere.
Nobody's skipping out here. Fucking shame.
I'm part of the problem.
I skipped yesterday. I'm chilling.
Would you rather become friends with your celebrity crush or go on one date with them? It's basically get friend zoned by the hottest celebrity you think's out there, or get the chance to actually date them.
Do I get to beat?
I feel like that's up to the vibes, dog. I can't say yes because that sounds awful. I'm saying.
I think
yes.
I would just rather be friends with them. You know what I mean? I don't want to ruin anything. I already have to live with my life.
Homie friend zones himself. All right, gotcha. Would you rather be able to do the perfect smoky eye or the perfect contour?
Probably the best smoky eye. Some
See,
nice smoky eye would look nice on me.
see, I think I'd probably do contour because I got these chubby ass cheeks. It really does.
Nah, my cheeks are perfect. I think a nice smoky eye would look sexy.
See, I have a natural smoky eye from just being lack of sleep and haunted by my demons.
Go to sleep. Get some therapy. God damn it.
All right, well, that brings us all wrapped up with the whole Would You Rather, a little game show at the end. You know, let's give another special thanks to my boy Shadow Clone out here. You know,
Thank you.
everyone, make sure you're giving thanks out there to the veterans in your life and the ones that aren't in your life. Lester, is any special shout outs you want to give?
Just to my boys. Got early wine. I know he's gonna check this out. Appreciate you, big dog. My boys who passed, even though it's not Memorial Day, but I think about them all the time. And my parents for sure. That's about it. Appreciate y'all.
Yep. And, big thanks to all you guys for making it this far in the video. I know this is a little different from what I normally do, but I'm going to keep switching it up, so don't get comfy. And don't forget to like and subscribe, give me a follow, share it with other veterans in your life, give love to all the veterans out there. Lester, you got a channel or anything you want to shout out?
Nope. Don't follow me.
All right. Leave Lester alone.
No, I'm sorry. You can follow me on Twitch, ShadowClone7242. Sometimes I stream with Sid here. We always having a good time.
Okay, and would you mind grabbing your little saxophone and give us a little toot toot out?
No.
Okay, so we're not
It's
doing
dusty.
that.
It's still no. It's just put away right now. I don't have it, and everybody in my house is like,
oh yeah,
sleeping. It's
yeah.
embarrassing.
Maybe one day. Maybe if this video gets enough likes, we can get a little toot toot outro music for my channel from Lester.
500 likes, I'll do a song.
500 likes, we can do that. We could do that. So like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe, share. Make sure you guys are sharing so we get that 500 likes. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all. Peace.
Take it easy.
Solid, Lester. That was solid stuff right there.